Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about geomorphic processes. So all the forces which are acting on the Earth's surface, whether they're endogenic or they're exogenic, which causes various kinds of physical stress or changes as well as chemical actions on the surface of the Earth and its materials. It brings a lot of change in the configuration of the Earth is called as geomorphic processes. Endogenic processes. These are the energies which comes from within the Earth's surface that is generated inside the Earth. The generation of energy that causes various kinds of processes like radioactivity or rotation or tidal friction, primordial heat from within the origin of the Earth. All these are endogenic forces or processes which causes a lot of changes on the surface, though it is slow, but these landforms are created and they form the major landforms on the Earth's surface. For example, endogenic processes which are like diastrophism as well as volcanism are due to the geothermal energy. Whatever changes which are happening on the surface or the crust, all the landforms which are created on the crust is due to endogenic forces which are happening because of geothermal gradient or energy and uneven flow of heat energy. Whereas exogenic processes are the external processes which are happening on the surface of the earth, which are mostly happening because of the atmosphere and determined by the primary source, which is the sun. Because of the sun, which is a source of heat energy or the external heat energy of the earth, various processes take place on the surface, like the formation of seasons, land water distribution, the changes in the temperature due to latitudes, and angle of Earth's inclination, natural vegetation, which is also affected by it, then various denudatial processes like weathering, erosion, etc. Endogenetic forces are of two types: slow movements, which are called as diastrophism, and sudden movements, which are volcanism and earthquakes. Diastrophism means that it is a process where the Earth's surface or the Earth's crust is moving or it is elevated or building up into some natural landscape. Diatrophism is divided into two parts, which is orogenic processes including mountain building through folding and faulting, as well as a pyrogenic processes which includes upliftment of any part of the earth's crust, which need not be a mountain. In exogenic processes, which is the external forces which are acting on the Earth's surface, we have denudational processes, which are basically when a cover or the Earth's crust is removed or it is uncovered, when there are structural changes on the Earth's crust due to external forces. Processes which are covered under denudation are weathering, mass wasting, and erosion, as well as transportation of the eroded materials. Weathering is a process of decomposition of rocks as well as disintegration due to various activities on the surface of the earth, which is weather, climatic conditions, rainfall, dry conditions, as well as high heat and intensity of the sun. In this process, the motion or the movement of materials does not take place from its original site. It is just the breaking up and disintegration of rocks due to exposure to high winds as well as changing climatic conditions, as well as peeling of the outer cover of the rocks. And due to more exposure to agents of erosion, they are disintegrated into smaller fragments of materials. Chemical weathering means there is an alteration in the chemical composition of the rocks or a chemical change or reaction which is called as chemical weathering when there is acidic rainfall and water which has the ability to dissolve various minerals which are found in the rocks, which leads to chemical changes in the composition of the rocks. For example, acidic rainfall changes the chemical composition of limestone. There are 5 types of chemical weathering, which includes acidification, oxidation, carbonification, and hydrolysis. Chemical weathering occurs when water dissolves with minerals which are found in rock stratas and therefore resulting in chemical reactions and formation of new compounds. Like, for example, hydrolysis leads feldspar crystals which are present inside rock stratas to react chemically, forming clay minerals. Acidification is a natural process of leaching of minerals in high rainfall areas. That is, when nitrates which are present in the soil are leached. Even there is ocean acidification, which occurs when carbon dioxide CO2 is absorbed and rapidly into the oceans, reacting with water molecules to form carbonic acid. Furthermore, break into hydrogen ions and bicarbonates. Oxidation is another kind of chemical weathering in which species gain oxygen and loses hydrogen as well as electrons. Carbonification is another form of chemical weathering in which there is a conversion of organic matter or breaking down of organic matter like plants, dead animals, and remains into carbon through destructive distillation.